We are live. We are live. We are in the building with the ladies looking beautiful tonight. What is going on? I am happy to be here because we have a dope show for y'all this evening. I would love for everyone to introduce themselves, especially the new people on the panel. Because as y'all see, we got some new faces up in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. First, before we go, I would like to start with housekeeping, right? We got to make sure we got housekeeping rules. We are growing, 41,000 subscribers. Right now, we are on the road to 50,000 subscribers. So I would like for everyone to make sure you're not only liking the content, you're sharing the content out to all of your folks. And on top of sharing the content, I would need you all to make sure you're staying active in the comments. I need this algorithm popping, y'all. So let's get it going. Let's get it going. We got some new faces in the building. So, Candace, welcome, welcome, welcome to Grown Men Talking with Grown Women Talking on our Tuesday panel. It is great to have you. Please do me a favor and introduce yourself to the panel, to the chat, and to everyone in our audience. You got us, Candace? You there?
Where's Candace at?
Candace, I don't know if
can you guys
there
hear
we
me?
go. Yeah, we can hear you. There you go.
I think it's
so how you doing? Yeah, it might be freezing up a little bit. Yeah.
I'm wonderful. I think. Give me 1 second. Let me try something to troubleshoot something. Give me 1 second.
All right. So I'm gonna no, I'm not skipping over you, Ash. Ash is part of the GMT fam. We already know what time it is. But we got Miss Jones in the building. It's funny how I met her personality. I met her today, and her personality had me on the floor. And I was like, yo, you got to be on my panel. She said, you know what? Got you. So do me a favor and introduce yourself. Let us know anything you have going on, if you have a channel, and what you're building as far as your social media goes.
How y'all doing? I am Janara. I don't have anything for social media going on. I'm just out here living, who knows where this may go. You know what I'm saying? But my Instagram is jagirljj, JA So if y'all want to add me or whatever, do that. I'll always follow back and show love.
All right. So make sure y'all follow JJ, and I want to thank you once again for joining the show. It's a pleasure having you here. So as you can see, we got Tia back in the building. We got Just Justified. We got Boombox, and Carrie is back in the building. Ash is in the building, and we got Dion MUA, my wife, in the building. Candace, are you with us? You can hear us? You can hear us, Candace? All right. So we still got some audio issues.
Can you hear me? I can hear you a little.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Can you hear us?
I don't think she can hear us too well.
We're gonna work that out.
We're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out.
But all Tia, let us know what you got going on. What's going on your platform? What's shaking?
You talking to me?
Yes, ma'am. This is Tia. What's going on with your platform?
Let's Talk to Lachez. I am coming back out. I've been out for like 2 years. Let's Talk is my baby. I have a platform where we talk about life. I'm in the process of YouTube and on Facebook lately for the last 2 weeks. So I'm super excited to get back out there to show people my personality. And you guys have inspired me to get my channel up and to do my thing. So I'm super excited about it.
Awesome. Hold up, you said we inspired you?
Absolutely. We got
Come
Teach one, teach
on.
one. That's what we got to do.
I
That's how
love
we
it. I
uplift the
love it. I
community.
love it. Word.
Jess, what you got
All
going
right.
on, Jess? What you got going on? What's shaking with you, boo?
Just still recording and putting it out there. I got some interesting topics going on because I'm sure y'all heard from Kirk Franklin. I saw you saw that panel sometime. I don't know when it was, but there was this great discussion with some exemplary men, like Nick Cannon and
It was
um
good. I
Oh,
saw
yeah,
it.
yeah.
and Neil and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It
those
was a pretty
exemplary
interesting
men.
one.
Exemplary. Yeah,
I'm gonna say Nick Cannon's exemplary. Okay.
awesome example of manhood. But anyway, I got some stuff coming.
All
That's what's up.
right. And Miss
We
Boombox,
are
what's shaking
looking
with
forward
you?
to it.
We just been working on our channel, which is Intellect Ignited, where we mainly focus on the challenges faced in the different family dynamics and relationship dynamics, and just trying to come up with resolutions to balance those things out.
Love it,
Okay,
love it.
okay, okay. We love it. We love it. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe. Um, did we hit you, Carrie? We hit you already?
We didn't hit her.
Nah,
She
you
just
hit
said
me
hi,
now.
but we ain't hit her. But what's going on, Carrie?
Oh, okay.
What's
I
going
thought we
on?
hit you. My bad, sir.
It's all good. Hello,
Miss
everyone.
Carrie,
I
babe.
am
Hi, Carrie.
Carrie LaShawn. I'm so honored to be with you guys tonight. What I have going on is always in the rotation of me working with children, me working on my ministry, as well as my artistry. And you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook as Carrie LaShawn, my website, carrielashawnbooking.com. So just tap in. Tap in. And I'm here for you.
And she got a single, y'all. She got a single out on all the
Are
platforms.
Oh,
you,
What the
are you
what's
not
the
gonna
song?
mention
What
the
song,
single?
girl?
It's called
I
No For
mean,
Sure.
no, for
but you
sure.
gotta know.
No For
Okay.
You
Sure.
gotta know.
On
I'm a
all
music
All
platforms.
head, so
right.
I love listening to the new music.
Thank
I
you.
love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I got to give you a round of applause on that
Candace?
as well. So we got the homie Ash. Ash, can you hear us? What is good? Talk to us. Ash, I told you she's part of the GMT fam. We are gonna get Ash her channel popping. So what's up, Ash?
Hey, still no YouTube. On IG at ashley.on.ice. That's it. I'm just chilling. Happy to be here with you guys again. I love
Right.
the
We
energy
happy to have you here.
that wifey's bringing. Oh my goodness. Like, I thought I was going to be
I mean,
you hyping me up right now. I love
we
it.
we he has to have the yin to his yang. You know what I'm saying? He has to, we gotta balance it out.
All right. So Candace, back to you. Could you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. It's still a little laggy, but I can hear you well enough.
All right. Talk to us. What's goody? What you got going on over there?
So honestly, I am in transition. Recently, I'm very transparent. So, recently divorced in 2022. So I am in transition. I am starting my master's in September in psychology. I have my bachelor's in applied behavioral analysis. I am a licensed therapist, but I do not practice because I have been a homeschooling mother for the past 10 years. Before that, I was a cop. So this is kind of my season of healing, and my season of kind of putting things back together so that I can create a legacy for my children,
Amen.
regardless of what decisions their father and I have made. So basically, the Legacy Maker LLC was created from a vision that God gave me that I was put here to create legacies. So by any means necessary, it's what I'm going to do.
That's
I
right.
love it. I
Love
love it.
it.
Hold up. I got to give you a round
Love
of
it.
applause. Hear it. Love to hear it. All right. Dion MUA, talk to us. What's good?
We building over here. We just thank the saints for praying for your girl because she was on her bed of affliction. But we are here. We are live. We are in color, in the color blue, and we are enjoying this thing called life. So we are going to have a great show. I'm so excited on what we are building here at the Grown Men Talking channel. So stay tuned because we got a lot of things going on for y'all. So, but
A lot. So, with all of that being said, I just want to set that reminder. Please stay active in the comments. Please, any mods in the comments, we got to keep this comment section respectful. So if there's anybody that's talking crazy in the comments, let's time them out for a little bit, and you can bring them back up. All right, so let's get the show on the road. Y'all are ready? We are going to do it a little bit different this week. Usually I start with the main topic. Today, we are going to work our way to the main topic, but we are not going to stay on the other topic for too long, okay? So I'm just giving that disclaimer here, right? So that way we can really spend some time on the main event. All right, y'all ready? I got y'all seatbelts on? All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Seatbelts are on. All right. That's what I want to hear. Well, this segment that we are going to pull up is the cap of the week.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No.
Things like, because we're not going to give you guys babies. For some women, being impregnated by you is a serious threat. When you say you're not going to marry women, for some women who know that being married to some men means nothing but unpaid labor, unappreciated labor, that it means that you're going to weaponize your incompetence, they don't see that as exciting either. When you say that you're not going to pay all the bills, now how many of you are really paying all the bills? And the alternative that you all offer is because if you don't take one of us and accept us as we are, you're going to have to die alone, have to get you a pet. Have you seen how some of these women treat their pets? Have you seen the steaks? Have you seen the skincare routine and the massage? Have you seen how these women treat their pets? They love those dogs. Or they love those cats. Have you seen their apartments here on TikTok? How well furnished and clean and well kept they are? You're not threatening these women by offering to take off the table something that you never brought to it. So for all the men out there who are refusing to evolve, refusing to adapt, refusing to adjust, there's one thing I know for sure. You're going to tap out long before the single women do.
ooh,
All right, so what do y'all think about that foolishness?
Yeah.
What do y'all think about all of that foolishness that she was just talking? What's up?
That was
Anyone?
not foolishness.
shots
I was
fired,
all
okay?
foolishness.
That was
She
not
let out the
foolishness
clip
at all.
on that one.
Yeah.
For real. She let it go.
What kind of clip? That was trash. But go ahead
Wow.
and ladies, let's start this topic.
Nah,
What do y'all feel about
not
it?
necessarily.
We gonna
All
gaslight
right.
tonight? That's what
Well,
we're
in a
gonna do?
minute.
I'm not gaslighting. I'm
Ooh,
telling
That's
you
just
what we
the
leaned
truth.
in on that one. She was like, "Can you hear me? Can you hear
No,
me
it's
now?"
a fact. Do I need to get my blue cap this early?
You can
Come
do
on
whatever
now.
you need to do,
All right.
babe. But I love you. I love you.
Listen,
Do what you need to do.
do me a favor.
I'm gonna allow the
Talk about it.
caping,
Let's talk
Dion,
about
because
it.
that's your husband. I'm gonna allow the caping.
Are y'all just gonna keep beating around the bush? Because it don't sound like y'all got anything to say. All y'all doing is saying, yeah, girl, yeah, girl, yeah,
Actually,
sis, yeah, sis.
Candace,
But no
well,
one's saying
Boombox
that.
was talking first. Then Candace, had jumped in. They was ready.
No,
The Saints was ready.
I'm ready
They was
too.
All right,
Listen.
I'm going to speak on one part.
All
I'm
right.
going to speak on one part. The fact about me being fully transparent. Yeah.
Oh no. Sit
I
next to
think you
your
have
router, girl. Sit next to the router. Because I feel like it's gonna be so good. Get
right.
next to the router. Please.
She's about to let you have it.
She's about to go in. Go
Give me a
go
second.
ahead.
Give me a second.
Go ahead,
The
Boombox.
point is this.
No, I
Go
was
ahead,
just
Boombox.
talking about the part where she was talking about her well, not her, but talking about how the women online are treating their pets. That is so true. I mean,
That's true.
they get in better baths than some people giving their children,
Not for real.
And I'm just like, okay, well, if a guy wants to pass that type of treatment up, that's kind of on him because that's just they pulling
If
out
you're
all
willing
the
to,
stops for the dogs.
Boombox, if you're
Maybe
willing to
the
treat your
cats
dog
too.
better than you would a man, then we don't want you anyway.
Oh, wait a
Anyway,
minute.
first
But that's
off,
not.
I didn't
But
say
that's not what she's
me.
trying to say, though.
I didn't say me, but I'm
Not
saying
you,
that
not
the
you.
women that are out here
I'm talking
that
about in general.
are single and that are, the cat ladies and dog ladies, they are giving that special treatment to their pets.
No, I understand. I know, no, not you. I know, not you.
Only
I'm talking in
because they
general.
rather
We
do
don't want
that.
those women.
We be seeing the pet
Well,
parents be
they'll
top
rather
tier.
do that because the love is also reciprocated.
Mm.
Oh my
I
God.
feel
Well,
like when she
Yeah,
was
yeah,
talking
right.
about the part with being a pet parent is the fact that, listen, don't try to act like, or downplay the life of with being a pet parent is whack. Like,
Mhm.
they can have a fulfilled life and have companionship in their pet.
Mhm.
And I mean, granted, I don't know who want to be sleeping with a dog or a cat, be
okay.
laid up next to them, because I need a
Yeah,
warm body
warm.
next to me.
Oh
Amen.
my
Very
God.
warm.
I don't know if I would do
Very
all of that,
warm. But
but
This
because
is
they
what
be
I'm
doing that. They
saying,
be doing
man.
that. But I feel as though what she was trying to get at is like, stop weaponizing the fact of being single like it's like this terrible thing. When a
yeah,
lot of
the
guys,
threat.
because a lot of guys do be capping and be like, oh, well, I can pay all the bills and you need to submit and da da da. Everybody ain't built like that. So I need them to stop lying that they can do all the things when they don't got all the things to do.
I don't think y'all even heard the content. Y'all was just so in the sister girl mode that y'all didn't hear the content. Let me read this super chat.
Yes,
We
please.
got a $50
This is
super
Wallace.
chat from my man, B1 in the building. What up, what up, what up, man? Greatly appreciated. Leon B1 says, busy working, but I'm here listening as always. In the video, I just want to say those pets can't stop someone from taking your life. Pets can't bring income. Pets can't do any tangibles. Just know pets are coping mechanisms.
Of course. 100%.
Right.
I agree with
So,
that. I agree with that.
by her acting, but hold on, so let me reply to that. By her acting like having a pet is a flex to a man, it is not. Men could care less if
That's
we
not.
could.
You can see how
You
Wallace
missed it.
No,
Y'all
you gonna
missed
let me
it.
let you gonna let me land my plane. Let me land my plane a little bit. I got
It's
you.
Yo,
Planes, I
boom
can't.
crap.
a
I
reckoning
cannot.
plane, though. It's
I
The
am
fact that
not
everybody
crashing
recording
your
got an
plane.
correctly,
aeronautic
though.
degree, I cannot with these planes.
Like it's a rickety
I want to speak
plane. They
on
Okay.
have
that.
duct tape on
No,
that
it's not a
plane.
riggedy plane. There's no duct tape on my
Nah,
plane.
there's duct tape on the
Let
plane.
me let
A
me
little
fly.
gorilla glue,
I'm not saying
maybe.
spirit or anything. I'm just saying there's a.
Oh, oh.
You're giving me a headache
Yes.
early in the conversation. Early in the conversation.
Yeah.
Listen. What I'm trying to say is, you hear women say that all the time. To sit there and say I missed the point, I didn't. At the end, she said, "You guys see how we treating our pets? We treating our pets good. We treating our pets like whatever. Oh well, we don't care about that. No matter what you're trying to say, because then y'all are trying to back that up with, oh, you see how these women are treating their pets? Yo, listen, that's fine. But like Leon said in his super chat, a pet is not it's not adding anything to you. Most Black women, let's not even put Black women, most women in general make less money than their men. If you bring it down to the Black community, it's even worse. So then to say that, who's going to now help you with your income when you're really one of the most evicted? Who's going to help you raise those kids? See, the flex is, if a man is saying that we don't want you, the reason why we're saying we don't want women is because we feel as if women are not cooperating with us anymore. Women are not trying to submit to a man anymore. They talk biblically, but then don't live biblically.
It's not even that. It's just that when you ask a man for help, at the end of the day, when y'all get into a heated argument, he gonna throw it back in your face, and that's one thing that ain't gonna fly over here, baby, because you offer that help. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't want to have that coming towards me. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do what you're gonna do it from the kindness of your heart, and not hold it against my head.
No.
I just don't like that. So I'd rather be single. I don't even want no pet either, because that's another responsibility. That's a kid.
That's what I said. They do better
It
than
is
that.
about
On their
Bill.
own kids.
Definitely
Okay.
is.
Oh
Yeah.
Be my little
man,
daddy, baby.
We got a super chat.
we got
Can you guys
another
hear me?
$10
Yeah, we
super
can.
chat. My man, Lee one in the building again. He is emptying the bank account, and Leon says with the $10 super chat. And yes, being a pet parent is whack. It's whack. It's a sign that us real men, it's a sign to us real men to walk right by you and and or dust them cheeks. Or Leon, why you got me reading this? Dust them cheeks
Read it.
off.
What the
Read
hell?
it.
I'm dead.
You
Leave
stand
them
behind
right
it. Read it.
where we
I
found
can't.
them.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Yo,
you agree
Let
with
me
them,
see
right?
something.
man, I don't
You want me to read
listen.
it for you, baby?
I don't even agree with dusting the cheeks off. My whole thing is
I
Right,
just
just
leave
walk
y'all
away.
alone.
Because that's
Just
like
walk
you can't
away.
say real man and then dust the cheeks and walk off or leave or whatever. That's not a real. That's
He
not
gonna he
real.
gonna be buying
That's
them
not.
the
That's
pet food. He gonna be at Pet
Yeah,
what is it called,
dusty.
Petco, saying what's the best dog toy I need to buy. Don't lie.
Right,
Is,
right.
What's the
Who?
favorite pet?
dusting
What's the
off?
favorite pet toy?
If
Is
I
dusting
if
cheeks
I'm
off?
in
Are you serious?
if I'm in the house,
Coming in the door
yes,
like, look what I
I'm gonna
found.
buy the dog food. I'm not coming to your house and just buying. Y'all tripping.
Y'all
Yo,
gonna be cuddling the pet like I love little Bobo. He's my favorite. Oh man.
I
Oh
want
man, Bobo. I gotta leave you, man. Dang, your mama tripping. Y'all gonna be
you,
doing that. Y'all be sad.
I don't know what you're
You
talking
guys,
about.
can you guys hear me?
It
So
wasn't
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you. We
joyous.
can hear you, Tia.
Oh, I just think that, pet owners get so obsessive with their pets. They do forget about their mate or their household. It all depends on the pet owner. And I know that's like you can't compare the two, but me personally, I do look into that. I have a friend that is a dog owner. He take really good care of his pets. And I'm like, well, you take care of your pets. I know you take care of you, and then it's trickle down to everything else. Some pet owners are just awful. I watched my neighbor put a muzzle on her pet, put it in a cage, and tied it to the back patio. You don't care, so that means your house is dirty, and you don't keep yourself kept. So I watch out for pet owners. If I'm ever gonna be in your life. It's not just in a relationship that is just being in your life, period. The way your house smell and how you treat
Yeah.
Mhm.
your pet, how you treat your pet. Some pet owners give their pet first, middle, and last name. So,
Yep.
Yo, that's crazy.
Especially black ones.
so
Like Shatrice,
it is a hefty
Uncle
bill.
Jenkins.
Yes.
It is. I
Like
mean, and the doctor bill is just as expensive as a human bill.
so
Hmm.
Mhm.
that
So
is
they're like like I said, they are putting a lot of care into their pets.
Yeah.
birthdays and everything. So when you put that in a relationship
Hmm.
perspective, it's definitely a difference because some gonna be like, "Oh, boo boo, sit down." I'm like, "Okay, I'm here too. Hey, hello." They say boo boo to me. That's I want a nickname for me. So some of them could be very possessive over their pet. But as far as being when she said about women is striving to keep themselves kept, I'm one of those women where I look at social media and I want certain things, certain aesthetics that
Mhm.
I want to, put in my life. And it feels really good. And people look at me like that. There's a moment where my place is not as tidy, but it's still clean. So that doesn't stray me away from like talking to someone or being this awful woman. It's just, I'm just waiting patiently. Okay. So, but I still want to keep my,
So when you say you're waiting patiently, what do you mean you're waiting patiently for?
well, I have my way of dating for a very long time, and my way has not gone so perfectly. I start to sit back and say to myself, okay, what I'm doing where I keep meeting the same people, the same concept of people, I want something different. And as I reach out to certain content, and they said that, are you fit to be that person? The person that you asking for, are you that person? I have to hold
That's
myself
it.
accountable for
Mhm.
if I want a certain kind of person, I have to become that person. So I that with the dating.
So
When you say that person, what do you mean? Like, what type of person is that?
A person that's I'm not gonna go through a laundry list of things because no
We don't
one.
have to be. I'm need to like the
Yeah, yeah,
just.
I hear you. So I'm not gonna go through a laundry list of things because I used to do that. I used to say my man has to be this, and I get exactly what I want, but then I miss something. I said, Lord, I asked for that. I want a little bit more. I want somebody like my uncle, like my granddad, and I want someone like this. And I'm like, I have both the best worlds when you're dating, but it's like I want one person. So I'm like, you know what? I have to hold myself accountable that those people gonna have flaws, because I have as well. Where right now I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm still cute. You know what I'm saying? So, so I have to know that about my person, whoever that person is. But I have to be consistent in my era where I am, so that my person can be like, I see her, she working.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
let me add to her. I don't want to scream,
So
bring it to the table, bring it to the table. No, that is so corny. That this
so let me
Mhm.
ask. So
tired.
I would like to add that male perspective to what you're saying, right? The biggest thing is what you're saying. It sounds amazing, fantastic, right? I could put that on a postcard. But the problem with it though is that a lot of men don't want you to be what we are. A lot of men want you to be what we want you to be, meaning a wife, right? So being a wife before as biblically as it says, you be a wife before you get found, right? He who
Right.
finds a wife finds a good thing. So we want you to be that, not necessarily, you know, the likelihood is I don't care the money that you make. I don't care if you went to school and got 10 degrees and you are the head of Google. It means nothing to me, right? Because the likelihood is that I'm going to be the one working. If you got pregnant, you're going to have to stop working and I got to fit the bill. So for me to build myself up as a man is the most important thing, right? For you to build yourself up as a feminine woman, to be a wife, to be those things, that's what the man wants. So what I always tell women is this. When I talk to women, I say, what do the man you want? And become that. And just like we have to become the men that for the women that we want, right? I know my wife don't want a dusty. So I had to improve myself. I had to work hard and build myself up in many different facets of life in order to be the man that she wants. I'm not going to be the woman that she wants at all. So that's why I tell women I think a lot of ways and words matter, and the way we coach ourselves up matter as well. That's it.
Mhm.
I think one of the parts that the video was touching on was that the fact that some men will have all these expectations of what they want in a woman, but not meet the expectations of the woman they want. So the
Exactly.
part that you touched on was really good in a sense of, hey, men, you should be the type of man to attract the type of woman you want. But there's a lot of men walking around that's saying, you need to be this, you need to be that. And if you don't have this, I don't want to be with you. But you sitting
You
down
shouldn't be with that man
and
though.
you playing video games all day and you eating top ramen in your mama's
Why are you
basement
even so who cares about that man?
and you got musty drawers. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the part I think
Ooh,
she was talking about more so in the
Lord.
video. But you're absolutely right. No, you should not be with that man. But that man should not sit down and be proclaiming
He can do
from
whatever he
the
want to do.
hilltops, talking about you need to be this and that and that and that and that, and you
Why?
ain't this,
Why?
that, and that and that.
What
If
do
it's
No,
you?
adjust to and where it can add value to me, I have no problem of changing that and pivoting into a lifestyle where we both can be happy. Because we're both going to grow and have different perspective of life. I don't mind that at all because I love new things. I love to try new things. Like for instance, we more emotional than logic. So him saying like, "Well, you spent so much money on the dog this week." I'm like, "No, I don't think so." He's like, "Yeah, let's sit down and talk about financials. That's really tough on some women when it come down to financial part. So I have to hold myself accountable. You know what? The dog ain't gonna be able to get nothing this week, and that's
Mhm.
like a natural thing to me to buy something, and that would hurt us in the future if we ever want to do something because I'm so used to spending money on the dog or whatever thing I like to do. Like for instance, I love thrifting. So it has become a major problem in my finances. I need to stop it now and plan and make sure that priorities is first. Or when my significant other say, "Hey, let's do this, let's do that, we could really have a really dope conversation versus an argument about goodwill and spending quality time. Because goodwill
Right.
is my thing.
Mm.
Okay.
I'm gonna speak on back what she was saying, like men holding accountable, because just speaking on my situation, whatever. My boyfriend, I'm a Christian affiliate woman. He's a Muslim. I know it's crazy, right? So sometimes we go back and forth because it's like you want me to dress like this, which I don't be revealing at all. But you can't wear this and you can't wear that. But baby, you're a Muslim, but you gamble, you drink. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't come for me when you're not doing what you got to do on your part, boo. You know, and it just make me look at him. You know what I'm saying? Look at him inside his head, because you ain't got it all together on your end. So don't come over here on this side.
Is he watching the show tonight?
I was just thinking that.
No,
And could.
when I hear her say that, where she
You
said that,
should be honest.
don't try to correct. I just believe that just take what he's asking, try to adjust it a little bit, and then be like, hey, I like for you to do this and do that. Take turns of engaging and changing things in one another. Because when you go back and forth, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, it's just like,
I've done it. I've done that. I have everything he said to do. I've done that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't me at this point. It's him. And I'm just at the situation where I'm just like, should I be with him?
Ooh, this is therapy.
We're not
I'm
gonna get all
loving
the
it, yo.
way. We're not gonna do that.
I was like,
What I'm
Ooh,
gonna do is, sit down and
not gonna
analyze
tell you
this
what to do.
beautiful black
Ash.
queen
Ash,
life.
give us some advice, Ash.
But what I will say, my piece a little, my little 2 cents is, I feel like your life will always be an example for those who are willing to watch it. So you doing and living and being that example of, hey, the exemplary woman, the exemplary wife, that's going to exude out of you. And by having those things where you show, hey, I can be modest, I can be demure, I can be, submissive, I can be all of these things, you don't even have to say you're not doing X, Y, Z, because your actions are going to show that. And that's going to make, if he's willing to transform his mind, if he's willing to make those compromises, he's going to do it, because he's like, yo, she's already showing me what it is. Right. So you can get caught up in that tit for tat, but trust me, it's going to be a lose-lose situation when you're going back and forth. Men are more action-oriented. They don't really like to hear the words. They want to see it. And I mean, granted, we can be like that at times as well. But if you're showing, hey, I can be this type of woman, I am this type of woman, he will make the changes if he wants to. And if he doesn't, then the ball is in your court to make the decision that you need to make. So be going for it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. All right. Let me get this $5. So, my eyes and I'm tired. I'm sorry. Go Bucks, you're going to have to read this one.
You want me to read it? It's okay. All right.
We got a $10 super chat for marriage, politics, and sports. Go ahead, Boo Box.
Oh, okay, Boo Box. Let me take my glasses off. Go ahead.
A short search on SM will show which sex has the most delusional expectations of the opposite sex. There is enough fault to go around, but men are much more reasonable than women.
Oh,
tomato. I don't even know why he said this. He paid $10 to say this.
He paid $10 to say this.
You paid $10.
Oh my, yes, he paid $10.
The Lulu.
Oh God, thank you so much. I am greatly appreciative for your $10 super chat and your facts.
We appreciate
your facts, my God.
We appreciate your opinion. We appreciate it. Thanks.
Facts. Look, listen, there's facts. And he said there's places you can actually go and search that.
I would like him to show that.
Even in searching, it's still based on, just certain numbers. So it's not always a fact just because it's a stat.
It's a fact. So with that being said, we are going to move on to the next topic. Ladies, are y'all ready for some more foolishness? All right. This one, we're going to call this one, what did he just
What did he just say? What did he just say? What did he just say?
All
life
right.
in its purest form is not a suggestion that women don't want to do anything, but rather they simply don't want to have to do everything. We admire women for being strong, not realizing and recognizing that strength is not always their preference. They're not strong because they wanted to be. They're strong because they wouldn't have survived if they weren't strong. They're strong because they would not have advanced if they were not strong. They're strong because they had to carry things they never thought that they would have to carry. And some of them didn't know how much strength they had until they hit a season and a situation that required them to reach down in the reservoir of their spiritual and emotional well and pull out strength to carry what they didn't expect to have to carry.
Yes,
All
God.
right.
Hey,
So,
hey, glory. That's a sermon right
Ash,
there.
Go
Ash,
ahead, Ash.
hold on, babe. Hold on. Go ahead, Ash.
This is my favorite thing. I hate when people be like, "Oh, you a strong black woman." I never asked to be strong. I don't want to be strong. No, it's like people are like, "Oh, you got it. You so strong. You can make it do anything." I don't want to have to make it do anything. That's like one of the. I know it's like a compliment, but it's like it's so like not even shady because people don't mean it that way. But don't tell me I'm strong because I'm so tired of being strong. I don't want to be strong. I do not want to be.
We all get tired. We all get tired.
That hurts.
It's no longer like something to be prideful. At one point,
So-
you had to be strong, and you was,
Why do y'all-
complimented for that.
So let's take it off of your mamas and your mamas' mamas and your mamas' mamas' mamas, right? And let's look at you. When did you have to be strong?
All my life I had to fight. What?
No. Let's keep this a buck. Y'all are living in the softest era ever. So
Now,
in
I would say
history,
it's more resilient.
I'm not talking
than
about
strong.
your mama's mama. Forget your mama. Forget your mama's mama and your mama's mama.
In
And
history,
let's talk about you.
I believe I had
So
to be.
first of all, I would like to say it's more resilience than strong. It's not. The whole strong thing. I think is a lot more resilience, and I feel that even trying to diminish what someone can be saying is a strength, it kind of goes nowhere in a sense because if you're gonna talk physical, odds are we know men have to deal with their strength a lot more than women when it comes to physical and even emotional with repressing and the things that they have to face in this world and have to probably suppress it and whatnot and how they go about things. But women also carry a lot of strengths as well
I'm not. So you're missing my
in
point.
its own regard.
You're missing my point.
question. I gotta be strong every day that I gotta come home, cook, clean, do hair, wake up and at the crack of dawn to go work when I don't feel like that all comes from strength. I don't want to get up at the crack of dawn to go work out and then go to work or come home and get kids ready. It's when you're doing everything on your own, like that strength. Like it's because it's gotta get done. I don't want to do it, but I gotta do it. Who's gonna do these kids' hair if I don't?
Yeah, just pressing forward and just keep marching forward, basically.
Every single day.
So I get that.
Carry on, like not on a depressive type anything. It's just like the strength to just get up and do this mundane thing every single day.
I get that, and I don't particularly think that's what he's talking about, right? What I think he's talking, because it is right. It's just being an adult and living in the United States, right? There's women in other countries that have it way harder than y'all, right? Way harder. We are, when I say the era that we're living in, we are living in the softest era to where women can have choice, right? Mm-hmm. We have choices that we can say, I want to have a child or I don't, right? I want to, go to school or I don't. I want to be an entrepreneur or I don't. I want to start up whatever you want to do. I want to travel to Greece. You could get up and travel to Greece. This is the era that we're living in now. So when we keep using this word strong, and I'm saying this to say that a lot of women still use that word to almost put I'm a strong woman, I'm a strong black woman, no, you're not.
Well, I think it goes back to what Jess was saying. It's not really like strong is like the easiest word to use when describing it, but resilience is definitely a better term, just because of, you know, the different hats that a woman has to put on throughout just one day, you know, and then the next day, you know, those
But
hats can change at
so
any time, and they still gotta make things happen. It's just the
so give me
resilience.
give me the hats, boombox.
Well, I mean, you know, getting up in the morning, getting everybody dressed and ready for school, work, and whatever you got to do as a mom for the day, if you work or not, you know, and then let's just say you get everybody to school, get to work, then have to leave from work, pick up one or two kids, depending on how many you have, take them to doctor visits, take them back to school, depending on what time that was, uh, get home, cook, clean, and make sure your man is fed, make sure his day was okay, and see how his day went to make sure his mind is good, and then turn around, go to bed, and do it all over again. I mean, your
And
hats
you didn't
can
even mention you didn't
Right.
you know
mention
what I'm
what you
saying?
have to do for yourself,
And then,
like
and
doctor's
also,
visits
even
and
for
all this
those
other
that are
stuff.
not mothers, that are caretakers, some women are
That
caretakers
too.
for their parents, and that is a big hat to wear.
Task.
Where it's like,
Yeah.
hello, you get to
Yeah.
a point where
That's
you
not common
parent.
though.
And then you
That's
gotta
not
give
common.
the same air to everybody. Like
Don't do
every
that.
That is actually
household,
common
not
though.
woman.
It's
Like
not.
any issue that people in the
It don't
household
matter if
having.
it's common or not. It happens. It's definitely a thing.
Hold on. Go ahead. Ash was talking.
I was like,
Yeah, I can't
and
hear you.
everything that you just said, boombox, and then plus the emotional piece, because it's not just the husband's piece they got to do. What they got to do with the children's issues. That kids had a bad day in school, they come to mom to chit chat about it. Mom got to solve everybody's problem, including the husband. Like the mom manages the house and then has to go manage work and then have to manage her own life. And 24 hours in a day, you got to be strong to get it all done. Resilient. I like the term, just resilient to get it all done.
So I'm not me personally. I'm saying this to say like I'm not trying to act like I understand a woman and what y'all go through, right? I know as a man it's very hard as well, but you don't hear men using it as a way of I'm a strong black man. We just get up and do what we need to do, or I'm a strong man in general. You know, for those fair skinned people that's watching, right?
Wow.
But we don't say it either. Like
Yeah,
those that get up
What?
day
We
in and
don't
day
want to
out and do
wear
it, we
it.
don't.
I think that's the
Yeah,
biggest thing.
we
Like, we
don't
don't
say
want to wear
it.
it.
It's like even men will come to women and be like, I see you, my strong black sister, or you know, my strong sister. So it's not something that we've placed on ourselves. This has been placed on us by others, and we just, you know, because they can either identify, or you know, they've watched their mom have to press on and press through, and they, you know, just identify from out in your public surroundings.
And then on the other
I
side
think
of that, when we do finally get a chance to vent or reach out for help, the answer is you got this because you're strong. Like what? Like, at least
Ash,
just
you
vent.
touched
Don't
on a
tell me
great
I'm strong.
topic.
Just let me vent. Like I don't even need the extra. You got this because you're strong. Obviously, I got it because I keep doing it. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
that's the right solution. You'll be okay because you're strong. That's it.
Ash
And
touched
on
on a
That's
great topic in the very beginning when you said we tired. We don't want to be strong no more. Don't tell me I'm strong because I'm tired of being strong. My back hurt, my knees hurt, my all of it. Like I got sciatica. It's not okay. So the part of it where the video was talking about was like basically saying that women don't want to be strong, but we have to be because of circumstances and situations. So
Right.
granted, there are women at this point, black women, that's because we black. Oh, we got a super chat, so go ahead.
We got a $5
I'm gonna get
super
stupid.
chat from my man Matt. What is good, my guy? Boombox. Assist me with this
All
super.
right. Matthew Pearson. Okay. I'm not the only one, but men of my era help with everything because we don't want excuses. Also, we want our kids to also we want our kids to mess with us later in life.
What era is that, Matthew?
I don't know exactly what that last part means. But
like
I mean, yes,
Basically
more
saying,
men do help. More men, the average men are more hands-on now in the home daily life. I can agree with that.
mm,
I don't know what that last
mm,
part.
mm, mm.
Also, we want our kids to mess with us later in life. Are
I
you
want to
saying
be
like, are
Basically,
loved.
you doing it
You
because
don't want your kids to
you
be
want to make sure that your child sees
resentful.
that you're helpful around the house, I don't know. You got to kind of break
Yeah,
that down.
and probably rock with you later on. You know, let me look at that. Let me look at that super chat again. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one, but men of my era help with everything because we don't want excuses. Also, we want our kids to mess with us later in life. I don't. Yeah, I don't know what that last part
That
meant.
was a
My
quick
God,
no.
man. But
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll explain it very soon. We got another $10 super chat in the building from my guy, Leon.
All right. So Leon B1, the dominant society placed that on you, and sadly, the ego took it and ran with it because let's face it, a lot of our own women are in competition with their own men. Strong Black woman is a business. I
Yes.
mean, maybe that title, but it doesn't take away from what the woman has had to do, and a lot of them are still doing. I don't really consider that part a business.
Mhm.
I don't think it's a business at all. Going back to
Right.
what I was saying was, I feel that now Black women are trying to tap into their soft girl era, as we've monikered that or titled it, is a thing because we're tired. We're tired of having the strong Black woman trope. We're tired of that narrative. We're tired of having that because there's a lot of stress that comes with it. It doesn't mean that it will be fully alleviated because of course life is life. You know what I'm saying? Adulthood is adulthood. Motherhood is a motherhood. Wife,
Yeah.
being a wife, that's a thing. So all of those things come with certain stressors. However, that doesn't mean that we don't want to be submissive. We don't want to be demure. We don't want to sit down and take some of that load off of us, even whether it's an emotional, financial, physical, whatever it may be, and say, hey, can you carry some of this? Because especially coming, if you're a single woman, now you're thinking of like, yeah, I want to have companionship. I want to have a husband. I want to have partnership with another person where I can share or give some of this stress to, and they can handle it because they're strong enough. Because that's what men are supposed to be. They're strong enough to handle it. So I don't have to put that all on me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like personally, I'm soft. I'm as soft. I'm a delicate flower and I'm as soft as she can be right now. And I have tapped into that. Okay. And I can appreciate that because I can give all of it to, I can give some of it. I ain't gonna say all. I can give some of it to him. Whereas before I was like, dang, all right. So if
Got
I gotta
nothing to
pay this
give.
rent, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I'm gonna get a couple of cans of tuna fish. Right. So that's gonna be my lunch. And then I'm gonna make sure I have my meal prep for dinner. So, my rent could be covered. Oh, and then I gotta make sure I got this Metro card. Like, I don't gotta do that. I don't gotta do that no more. I don't gotta do that. So I was able to share, if not give, some of that stress to him. Praise God. So you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what he was trying to say in the video, was that people are just trying to alleviate, get
Right.
that off of them.
Where does
You
this
got nothing
strong
to say.
from? Where did that begin?
What?
The strong
I
Black.
don't
What you?
Who
I
said
don't
The,
that?
know.
the,
Every time I hear it, I think of Harriet Tubman. So I really cannot say.
I was gonna say slavery, but I didn't want to say it.
no, y'all can't use that as an excuse anymore because Black
We
women
know
in
you. We
general.
have nobody on this
I'm not
panel
saying.
used
No,
it
I'm
at
not saying you.
all.
I'm no, you
I
missing
don't call
me,
people strong
boombox.
black women.
It's,
Okay.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
that. I'm not literally talking about y'all. I'm talking
No.
about it's something that the Black community has used in general as an excuse to say slavery kept something going on. No, prior to 1960, Black people were married at an 85% rate. Prior to 1940, Black people were married at a rate more than white people. We actually outmarried them prior to 1940. So to say that, slavery was the reason for anything can no longer be an excuse because that debunks that. But do me a favor, Boombox, take care of that super chat for my man Block Chain.
All right, blockchain beaming. Adult humans have to be strong in order to thrive. That is what every adult is supposed to do. Black people seem to want attaboys for doing basic adulting.
Whoever said that.
He said, want to have what?
They want to pat
Attaboys.
like what?
Like
Boys.
good job.
Attaboys.
Good job. Like,
Oh,
they're
okay,
rewarded for
okay.
everything. Right.
Yes.
Oh, like accolades, like attaboys. Hey,
Yeah.
good job. Okay, got it.
Okay,
I never read that
I
before.
got it.
But
No,
he
it's
said
definitely
something the
there's definitely
too.
truths in that though. If you think about that, right? There's a lot of truth in that. Black people, and we're not putting this on black women, right? Black people in general.
Yeah, he said
We
people.
love to have this strength in struggle. The strength in I'm at the bottom and I have to claw my way up. And that makes you strong.
I mean, it's in a lot of music.
It's in a lot
Yes.
of our music. It's in a lot of pretty much like you said. It's in a
Talking
lot of
about
everything that we do, right? So he has a point. We want a lot of accolades for stuff that it's almost like, yo, you're an adult. Like, congratulations.
Yeah.
You woke up. You have to go to work. So do I. But hold up. Did I miss the super chat? Did I miss the super chat? Yes, I did miss that super chat. We got another super chat from Leon B1. Of course, he is empty in the bank once again.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing that blockchain said, but okay. You're simply just adulting. Taking care of the responsibilities you created isn't being strong, it's simply adulting. Okay, back to work I go.
Leon. Leon, you on break now. Stay with
We gotta
us.
go back to work. You
Yeah,
gotta
bring
go
that
back to
ass
work.
here,
And
boy.
we got
I never asked
another.
to be an adult. I say that all the time. I also didn't ask me an adult.
Okay, here's another one.
We
Quentin
hold on,
Johnson. Oh, you want to give him a applause?
I gotta
I'm trying to make sure. But I was about to read it, so I was like, wait, no. Let me make sure. All right. Quentin Johnson. Chill is right. It is a business. What other group calls themselves strong? Sad but true. I feel like we all, men and women of our community, have placed that strong title in front of what we do. And then it kind of goes also with hand in hand of what Blockchain has said when he said, even though all they really are adulting, making the best of the circumstances. No, that's not the one he said. He says something about, we say it. He responded to what I said, but he said, we say it because Black women have made it a badge of honor to be strong, single, independent women. Well, and this is why we have things like this to bring a reality, because we don't even really care for you to say it. So you guys are saying it to us in a sense of like trying to, I guess, encourage and build us up, but we don't even really like that.
Yeah, no, we don't want y'all to be that way. So from the male perspective, we want feminine, soft women in our arms. We don't want no strong women. Whatever you do at work is fine, right? But leave it at the door. Leave it at the door. Okay. Don't bring that home to us. Be soft. Be a wife. Be what we expect, so that way we could be the masculine man that you expect. We're gonna be that regardless, right? But the problem is when you have two masculines, they tend to bump heads, which is the reason why a lot of marriages don't work today, because when you have two of the same, it's not a good thing. If you're gonna buck up to me like a man, you get bucked back at. When you're gonna move a certain way with me and it's not soft like I need, well, sometimes some men look at it like, well, Susie at work is being soft with me. But that's a whole different topic.
Yeah.
Let's get into the main event. We ain't gonna go there tonight.
Don't talk about Susie.
So for this main topic, right?
Be careful,
we
Susie.
Want to bring up the babe, chill. For this main topic, right? We are going to talk about, would you leave your current city to find your Boaz? Ladies, Well, we have 2 married women on the panel. So the question would start with the single ladies. So let's play this video and then let's talk about it.
Hating for love, is that desperate or is that a practical investment? Why do you think so? I'm sorry to say it, but sometimes I feel like a lot of our title or status of being unmarried has to do with our location. Your chances are lower in a lot of these metropolitan cities. Although there's a lot more people, a lot of the times they're more career focused than they are family focused. Because you were in DC for a little while. Correct. Yeah, I heard you talking about how you felt like the DC was just a swamp for dating. Correct. And you also likened it to Atlanta when it comes to dating. Yes. Yes. I knew in my spirit my husband was not there. I could tell, not only through my own experiences, but through the experiences of the women that I know that live in Washington, D.C. A lot of them are unmarried. I feel like a lot of men, they love D.C. because they know that good pickings for them. Oh, it is great pickings. Oh, and yeah. Atlanta is the same Atlanta is the same exact way. And I think it's so interesting that you said not only for your own experiences, but look around, look at your friends. That just makes sense to me. Because at some point, it's not about you, it's about your environment. Because your environment does impact a lot of your day-to-day life. And why wouldn't it impact your dating life? Definitely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
All right, whatever she just said. So, what's up? Let's get into it. Ladies, let's start with Ash. Ash, would you relocate to find your man?
No.
Interesting.
If my man was if I already had a man, then he moved in, I moved there, yes. But like just in hopes to find something, no. But then also disclaimer, I move around a lot, so I don't know.
You're military, so it's different with you.
But I don't think I would just with the sole idea of just going to find a man, like maybe chasing a career or different goals, but just to go to a random place to be like, oh, I think the men in Missouri are great, Nah.
So the question would be then, let's say you are living in your town, wherever you're at right now, and it's just dry. You dated, you dated, it's just nothing. No good results. You want to be a wife though, right? How long would it take for you to become that wife if you sat in the same place getting the same results over and over and over again? Is it worth it? Let's say you had a homegirl that lived in Houston now. And she's like, girl, I don't know about Houston, but let's just say she's like, girl, the men in Houston, they want to be husbands. Would you choose to leave for that man? So, Carrie, how do you feel about that?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not moving to be with or find a man unless I was God led to do so. And also, too, it's like I don't think location matters as much as you doing your work to make sure that you are attracting what you need, what you want, and something positive. So you can be in the best location, you can be in the worst location, but it's really all about, have I done my shadow work, my self work, and am I willing and able and ready to be in a committed union? As well as when you don't do your work, you're going to a lot of times attract what you are anyway. So if he don't tell me to go, I'm staying. And he being the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Tia.
Yes, I will move.
Okay. Oh, tell us why.
Say more.
I had my experience with having that moment, that transition to move. It was set to, once you get done with school, come to LA, apply to this college, and we start life there. I do have to prepare myself for the good and the bad, because as they would say, strong woman. I'm gonna work on that because I don't want to keep saying that. So that's just the way any village will, basically prepare you for the good and the bad. But to stay focused on topic, unfortunately, he passed away, so I didn't move to LA. So now I'm dating, and the popular state is Texas, Atlanta, LA still to go out and date. I don't want to go for just for that. I want to go for me because the same baggage that you have in your state will be the same baggage that you take there. So I want, if I'm ever going to go to those states, it has to be for good reasoning. And then that man will come to me. Lately, you know, here in the Carolinas, they've been trying to talk to me because I decided to look at myself and fix some things about myself, and they see me, and I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, I still will move if it's in a good position for the both of us, not just for that man to take the whole load, but in adult life, in the responsible life, yeah, let's go for it.
Okay. 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 I guess the perspective that what well, I guess what I was trying to say is, would you move if you didn't have someone, right? So let's say like you were single, no one, no potential, no mate, no nothing. You're dating, 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 no good results. Would you move to find another man in another city?
Move for better opportunities, for every opportunity that's out there. I don't want to just go for a guy. That's just stupid. I don't want to go for that.
What other opportunity? Okay, the question would be this then. I want to ask you, Tia. Do you want to be a stay-at-home wife? Do you want to work? What's your results?
I want to do
What you're
both.
looking for?
I'm gonna do both. I like to
Help me
work.
understand.
Both.
So you like to work, but do you want to work for yourself? Is what you're saying, and then probably possibly have a husband, a man take care of you?
If I have a man that take care of me and put me in that position to be entrepreneur and self-employed, I'll take that. That's just something in me that I just enjoy working, but also, if it's dealt, if those cards is being dealt out to me, I'll take it. So I'm willing to work with my partner. I'm willing to my partner say, you ain't gotta do nothing no more. Just do you. I'll still find work. Cause it's just embedded in me. So
Okay. Okay.
Soft life me, please. Okay? Soft
But
life
Terry, you
me.
don't want to move. You don't want to move nowhere. So you
Well, no,
say,
no. I said if God, that's what I said. So if I got a man who has potential, we talking about marriage. We not just talking about, smacking cheeks. You see what
Thinking
I'm
of
saying?
moving. Hmm.
And then you give me, show me what you working with, give me something to pray for. Lord, is this the man that you have given thee? Give me something to pray for. And then we could talk about, okay, me moving and stuff like that. But yes, I want the soft life. I would love that. And as well as, so we a lot of times we talk about how Black women are strong, and I'm not necessarily saying we on this panel, but it's being said that we're strong, and we just want to do this whole like matching energy, and you a dude and I can take my own weight and all this other. But at the same time, it's like, you as a man, as the other person in whatever this is that this dynamic, what are you showing me that I can, that I can say, okay, hey, you got this. You can actually help me with this whole laundry list of things that I can do, because you're capable, you're equipped, you actually want to do so. So it's not, I hate it when guys are like, well, you trying to be so strong, and basically they're threatened by our strength, but at the same time, it's like, but can you help me with this load that I got over here? All the stuff that I have to do every single day. Are you able to
why
contribute
do
to
you
that?
why,
I
why do
can
you think
release.
men are threatened by your strength?
You know, that's a great question. That's a great question. I mean, sometimes I go back and forth in my head, like, okay, well, am I too strong? You know what I'm saying? Is it like, my energy is real aggressive and it matches a guy? I don't know what it is per se, but at the same time, I would love someone to not be afraid of my strength. I mean, hey, I wanna dumb down a little bit. I want to feel comfortable in you and knowing that you got me, you got us, and that you're leading me. But am I following someone who is actually a great leader, or you just talking?
So I'm gonna help you understand, not the men that you don't want, but I'm gonna help you understand that the men that you do want. The men that you do want are not normally threatened by your strength. We might be turned off by your strength, right?
Okay.
So that might be the reason why a man might not want to be with you, and it's because you're coming across to that man as masculine, right? So a man might turn around and say that strength is not attractive. I want, as we said before, a feminine, docile, soft woman. And if you're not that, then it's a turnoff for most men. Not all. Some men, I'm not going to say all men, some men are intimidated by women, right? But those are usually not the men that you want. But a strong, well-to-do man that built himself up, care about you being a strong woman. Now ain't nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? But what I want is something different. So I would say put that in consideration to when you look at how men might look at you. Not just men, the men that you want.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Got it.
And moving around in a relationship or a marriage is a good thing, right? And I'm gonna let Jess get this because I know we have the two married women on the panel, but I do want Jess to get this. But as a matter of fact, let me shut up. Jess, you there?
Is she muted? Oh no. She probably
Nah.
muted.
So I guess I'm gonna say it until she comes back. Moving around is a good thing. And why I say moving around is a great thing for women, it's not, doesn't mean you're moving around and you're sleeping with a bunch of men. No, you're dating, you're trying to find out what's going on. But in your city where you currently are, you don't have leverage. The problem is in real time, a lot of women, you don't have an option in marriage. The man has to propose to you. So unless you're looking to get on your knee and propose to a man, you gotta, in a way, almost show a man like, hey, I'm a wife. This is why we go back to the Bible again, right? He who finds a wife finds a good thing. So in order for you to be that, right, sometimes you have to get in a man's face like, hey, look at me. A lot of women don't want to be deemed as pick-me's, right? But in reality, we gotta kind of say, I'm here. I'm not in my house. I'm not in my room. I'm willing to do what I need to do to find the man that I want, because at the end of the day, there's more women in the world than men. So if we know that it's just imbalanced, men have options. The men that you want have options. That good man, that well-strapped man, he's bringing a lot to the table. He has a lot of options because there's other women and other races and everything, not just y'all, that's fighting to be with that same exact man. My advice would be to, if you have to get up and pack up something to go be around that man, why not? But Jess, you there? Jess is taking a cigarette break. Go.
She said she'll be back.
Oh, okay. My bad, Jess. I'm just playing with you. All right. So the married women on the panel. I'm going to start with you, wife. How do you feel about advising women that are single to move?
I feel like it's not such a far-fetched thing because most of the time, women marry their college sweetheart. So most of the time when you're in college, it's not really in state.
You said most of the time women marry their college sweetheart?
Most of the time women do marry the man that they met in college.
That's not most of the
Women.
time, babe.
We're not talking about black women. We're talking about women in general. Most of the
Okay.
time, women marry the man that they met in college. So that's not usually in their city or in their community. It's usually, even if it's the state college, it could be out of state, but it's not your city. You know what I'm saying? So I do think moving is not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? It could be different opportunities for different reasons, whether it's an educational reason, career wise, whatever. But I think a change of scenery is always good. In my opinion, I think It's not something to look down upon because again, if you're saying to yourself, okay, well, when I go to college, I'm not going to go to my community college. I'm going to go to the state college or I'm going to go out of state. And then you end up finding you're forever there. What, why is it different to say, oh, okay, I'm going to college and I found my husband as opposed to, okay, I'm moving to a different city or a different state because I just want to change the scenery or a job or you know what I'm saying? I've always wanted to just go to this state or city for whatever reason. So I think putting so many disclaimers on it as to why you need to go and saying, well, I don't want to go for a man. Um, I think that's more of an ego thing. I think that's more of like just feeling like, well, I'm gonna look silly if I do that for a man, as opposed to you could just you could just end up meeting someone different. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I think that could be a good thing. So really and truly, like I feel like it's so serendipitous that we met. Just put myself into it because in my mind, because the community that we are both from or the town that we're both from, I looked at it like this is a small town. I gotta get out of here. There's no way I can stay here. Like I need to see all the things and be around all the people. So to me, I never foresaw seeing myself with someone that was from my town. So I mean, that again, that could be a once in a lifetime thing for some people. Praise God, you know, for our story, but that's not for everyone. Sometimes the people that you're around, that town that you're in, that town that you grew up in, is literally this little bubble, and you need to break out that bubble. You need to go. You need to figure something else out and get on the Greyhound, get on the Amtrak, and just go. You got a super chat.
All
Okay,
right, we
Matthew.
got.
Oh,
Oh,
I forgot. I forgot. Go ahead.
yeah,
Go
my
ahead.
bad. I'm gonna get this one on home. My God, what up, man?
No class.
We
You got
got
one.
a $10 super chat from my guy Matt. What's good?
All right.
Yo,
Women
you
really
got
need to know what strength is and what they claim. If they get the if they get the family they want, they will soon find out building a family takes a lot of work. For your information, no breaks. Be careful what you claim.
what you claim. What you claim.
Ain't no
So
breaks.
yeah,
No
nah,
break.
nah. That's real talk. What's good, my guy? We got Intellect Ignited. Everybody, do me a favor and go and subscribe to Intellect Ignited. It's Boombox and her husband's channel.
Yeah.
Fire over there. Go over there and
Fire.
subscribe. So, Boombox, talk to
Mhm.
us. Tell us how you feel about advising women to possibly move for the man that they want or to find the man that they want.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. It's a big world out there. There's no need to stay where you're at. I actually had moved to Baltimore um, when I was younger. I moved to Baltimore, and it was just on a whim too. Just like I'm getting out of Charlotte and putting in job applications. Then I got a phone call that my grandfather had passed, so I came back home and I didn't move away again. But
See what your husband said? You better answer this one right.
Whoa.
but yeah, there is nothing wrong with taking that risk. I mean, what can you do besides be resilient and succeed? It definitely eliminate a lot of distractions too, leaving home. So go for it.
You only got one life to live. Like why put yourself in a space where you just stay in a bubble, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's good to branch out, you know, like why not? What's
So do
holding
you
you back?
keep moving every time? Like, is there a certain amount of time you wait? Like, say I'm gonna stay in Atlanta for 5 years, and then I'm gonna go up to New York for 5 years. Like, when do we stop moving for like with the hopes of?
No, pick a place. Do your research before you just go, because I mean, some of these places, are definitely not livable. You
That's
know, and
true.
then
Right.
especially if you taking children with you, you know, you definitely want to check out the school system, do your research for sure.
And in these places, I would always say usually you always usually see, because there's so much unintentional women today to find men, that the intentional women actually find men. It's crazy. Believe it or not, when a woman is really setting herself up in the right way and she's doing the right thing, she keeps herself around the right group of people, she usually ends up, even if she goes to 5 weddings, she ends up becoming married. The problem is a lot of women think that they're setting themselves up in the right way when they're really not, right? They're really doing the opposite of what men want because they don't have men leading them and telling them, hey, this is what men really care about. So sometimes your attitude can get in your way. The way you move will get in the way. Your Instagram might get in your way. The stuff you're posting, all of that stuff might get in your way. You know what I'm saying? We got another dollar super chat for my guy Leon B1 in the building. What is good? What is good? All right, boom, bye.
Moved on a whim. Aw shucks. Now I need to talk to Link ASAP. LOL.
You gotta talk to Link.
Yeah,
Oh
well,
man.
Link wasn't in the picture then, so
So there you go.
yeah.
Right.
I
And
was
again, I think
young,
that's
and you know that's when you're younger. That's the best time to because you know you're more of a risk taker when you're younger. So
Right.
definitely,
but I
what you
think
got
it's
that
good to
fire
still
inside or something.
take a risk because again, I'm just speaking just off of my own ideology is just you really only have one life to live. And if you can take the opportunity to move to somewhere else, to have a different, you know,
Culture.
culture, environment, like why not? You know what I mean? If there's nothing really holding you back, go for it. If you have the means, if you have um everything is just panning out as far as financials are concerned, just do it. And I think when it comes to romance, that'll come. You'll definitely meet people as long as you're not in your house. I think it was a great point that GMT made concerning women being intentional. Like you can't be like, oh, I'm not going out on dates, but you always in your house, you know, Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Like, girl, I'm gonna need you to come outside. Like, I need you to go do something. I need you to go meet the people. Because otherwise, what are you doing? You think he's just
Mhm.
gonna come knock on your door and be like, hey, I got a pizza, like I got your Chinese food? Like, no, like you really need to make some moves so you can possibly meet that person. So if you have that mindset, whether you're in your regular town, wherever you grew up, or you know, where you've been stationary for some time, and you have that mindset, oh, whatever's for me is gonna find me. Girl, if you in your house all the time, it ain't gonna find you. Sorry, unless it's DoorDash and Uber Eats. So I'm gonna need you to go outside. I need you to go
Yeah.
outside. I need you to put your heels on, put a nice dress on, fix your face, do your
Yeah,
hair,
too.
and you know, figure it out.
Like, you know, relocating doesn't have to be you relocating because you want to find a guy right then and there, or you're relocating to find a guy. Like relocate to do the self work to get yourself aligned with the guy that you know want. You know,
Mm.
so sometimes that's all it's about. That's sometimes that's all you need, and then yeah, he might move there, and you know find him a week later or whatever. You know, you just never know how it plays out, but you definitely don't just move to find the guy. Move
Right.
to do the
I
work for
get that.
yourself.
The video made it seem like it the whole purpose of the move was to go find a guy because the dating pool where she was at was horrible. I
Right.
get moving to go like expand your horizon. Like I'm with that all day, every day, but not with the video was on. I'm not. I can't do that.
I think, well, when she mentioned it, it was concerning an investment. Is that like a deterrent or is it an investment? And um, some of what we talked about was making it sound like it could be a deterrent instead of an investment. Because if you do move, it can be an investment in every aspect, including romantic. So you could meet your forever if you just branch out. It's the fact of you just making a move and figuring out and see how it goes, as opposed to, oh, I don't want to, and I haven't met anybody where I'm at now. So who's to say I'm gonna meet somebody where if I move? You gotta try
Right.
it, you know.
Right.
Don't limit yourself.
And then how a lot of people say what the dating pool. Well, you got to keep in mind that that's the dating pool in your, vicinity of what you're, selecting. So sometimes just even that uh, is something to look at.
Right, right, right. I mean, listen, and I'm with y'all, right? I'm with y'all with the move. Right? I truly believe that, you place yourself. Yeah, it don't have to necessarily be for a man. Because, I mean, like we did say, if you think you're being intentional, but you're really not, or you're not moving in the way of the man that you want once, you could be doing all that moving and get no results. So it's good to actually say, I'm moving intentionally to find a man. But I would say, like Boombox said, learn where you're going, learn the dating scene to where you're going to move to. Because there's a lot of cities where it's just, you could call it what it is. People are playing games, right? People are just looking for sex. That's it. Nothing serious. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got to look at a lot of middle America, right? A lot of these states out here are boring. There is nothing to do. These people are literally living around horses and cows.
Yeah.
So
Got to know where
would
you're
you
going.
would you tell them to go and stay in where they are? The likelihood is you'll probably say maybe you should go somewhere else to find a better option. But just know where you're going, know what you're looking for, and that's the
And know
main thing.
what you want. Know what
Right,
you want out of the move. Like, don't just
right,
move and, you know,
Right.
um,
right,
don't know what you're doing. Because I didn't know what I was doing. I knew I just didn't want to be in Charlotte anymore, but I didn't know what I was doing. So I think when my grandfather passed, I was like, okay, bring your tail back home because you need to get it together. So definitely know what you're doing.
right, right. I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all. This is I actually did not get a headache today. I did
Hey.
not get a headache today. This was a good conversation. You know what I'm saying? We agreed to disagree. Unfortunately, Candace, her internet, we gotta just kind of do a little practice run,
Mhm.
because she was having some real technical difficulties. Also, our other Miss Jones had to get off the panel because she had to get ready for work in the morning. So I do want to respect that too and tell her thank you. And she's also willing to be back on Sunday's show, which is amazing. This was a good show, ladies. This was a good show. Ash, wife, Tia, Boombox, Carrie, thank you so much. This was a great show, great topic, great conversation. And I'm looking forward to the next one. Y'all do me a favor. On your way out, make sure you hit the like button. Also, if you are not subscribed to Grown Men Talking, do me a favor. Come over to Grown Men Talking and subscribe because we are on the road to 50,000 subscribers. So I need y'all to get the word out there. I need y'all to share this content. We got to hit this algorithm. Plus, every lady that has something going on this panel, make sure you follow, you subscribe to their channels, you follow their movements, you buy Carrie's album, you do the right thing. This is what we're talking about. We all are growing this together. So I'm going to see y'all on the next one. This was lovely, ladies.
Yes.
Peace.